Good glorious morning, everyone. I want to make a quick snippet today about posture. Posture is important. Okay, in our society today, we find ourselves in front of computers and in this position. The neck is in a forward held position. That puts a lot of strain on these muscles, the sternocleidomastoid, so the SCM, and that will cause a lot of tension in the neck and quite likely headaches. Okay, and then you're staring into the computer screen and you get intense and all these kinds of things, and then you wind up with trouble with your vision or your eyes, and a lot of tension coming up into this area that is doing the work of the productivity in our jobs and in our things. And even if we're just like watching TV, okay, or driving, pay attention to when you're driving. And sometimes you'll find yourself like looking like this, that neck in a forward position, putting extra strain on there. And when I find myself doing that, I'll just put my head into the headrest, okay, and I'll look around, I'll pay attention to what I'm doing, but I allow this part of my head to be kind of connected. So adjust your seat. I see people, their seats are way back and they're leaning, and the back is back here and the neck is out here. Okay, so we want to pay attention to these things when we're driving, and if you can, if you're in an office setting, sit all the way back in your chair so that your back is connected to the chair. That's why the chair has a back. Okay, and we've got our ergonomic chairs and all these kinds of things. So posture is important, okay, and it will increase your productivity. So I am in just a shared space right now, and it is so easy to do this. I don't have to go out and get a membership. I don't have to join a league or a club or anything. I can take the few moments that I wake up in the morning, even when I'm in the hospital, with my son. I will prop myself up on a pillow, sit Indian style, and sit up as straight as I possibly can. And sometimes when I'm having trouble with my back, because I have some discomfort quite often, I might even lie down, okay, and elevate my knees, okay, but that way my spine is straight, okay. And what I want to focus on is where I am connecting, okay. So now I am sitting up and then my back is against a wall, and so this wall is a flat, smooth surface, and what I'm feeling for, I push myself all the way back to the wall. So the area of my pelvis, where I am sitting, is against the wall, okay? Pretty much flat against the wall. Now, I have a little bit of lordosis, so I could actually put my arm in a space between my back and the wall in the lower area. That's kind of normal for me. If you're like skinny mini and so thin and everything is connecting, then that's perfectly fine. But for those of us who are a little bit more imperfect, just accept that for now and see where you connect. So for me, I'm connected at the buttocks, at the pelvic area. That's pretty much flat against the wall. I have a little space in between, and then right about the area of the rib cage and like up to the scapula or the shoulder blades, okay, up until about just where your shoulders begin to round here. I kind of lose contact with the wall because I also have some neck things going on, and so there's a space there. Normally, I think most of us would have a space there that we could put our wrists right back there, and that would be kind of normal. And then the back of the head is touching the wall. And so what I want to do is hold this position as straight as I can and just breathe into it. Just take a breath, let it go. And I suggest that people try this for 5 minutes, but when you first start off, if you're not practicing proper posture on a daily basis, and if you're working, and you might find out that 2 minutes is a long time, and you're breathing and you're like, oh my gosh, that feels tense, that feels tight, that feels almost uncomfortable, because it's not a thing that we're practicing very much these days. All right? And proper posture is important. It's important to breathing. So when we breathe, follow that breath and see where it goes. Follow it on the out breath and see how it feels to relax into that. Okay? Now, I like to do this during my prayer and meditation time in the morning. It kind of gets me straightened out for the day, okay? But it also helps me to quiet my mind before it takes off into all kinds of things for the day, and focus. Focus on just being me, just being right here, right now. And for me, with prayer meditation, I say, in the presence of the most amazing grace. You do it how you want to do it. If you may be listening to a guided meditation, or just some music, or just reciting, some affirmations or whatever, but focus on the breath, breathing in and feeling where the body is connected to the wall or to the chair or to the mattress or whatever you're focusing on. See how the body feels, and on the exhale, let go. You're still straight up, you're still holding your posture and your position, but it doesn't have to be an exercise, okay? It's just being. Soften the eyes, soften the face, be in that moment. Now, see if you can do this maybe 2 or 3 times a day. If nothing more, first thing in the morning and last thing at night before you go to bed. And help to relax yourself and just be in that space. At nighttime, it's really, really good, because that way we don't just fall into bed any old kind of willy-nilly way and, wake up in tension, okay? It helps if you can breathe your way through relaxation, okay? And you'll get a higher quality of sleep. Hopefully you get a higher quality of breathing. We'll be talking about pranayama at another session, so that you breathe. Now, and I'll tell you this, if you ever watch a sleeping baby that's lying on its back, that baby's belly goes up and down and up and down. And that's how you should be breathing. So even if you're lying at bed at night, put your hand on your belly and at the area of the navel, okay, or maybe between the diaphragm and the navel, the upper part there. And you want to breathe all the way into that. You want the belly to rise. You want to feel your hand rise and fall, rise and fall. And at the same time, you might be focusing on what part of your body is connected to the mattress. Can you feel your pelvis connected to the floor, or the mattress, or the wall, or wherever you are, okay? Being right there, present in that moment, okay? And as you practice posture, you might also note areas of tension. Like right now, I'm feeling a little bit of an area of tension right here in my neck, okay? And you're thinking, what's that about? I'm just breathing, okay? But the fact that I spend a lot of time like this, or like this, or like this, and so then my body is going, hey, I gotta keep over here. I don't feel too good right here. And so I'm going to resolve that by breathing right into that space, imagining it is like the air is making a balloon, and then I'm going to breathe out and relax those muscles all along that side. Okay? And I'll do that 2 or 3 times. And if I don't alleviate it, I might allow my neck to go over gently and stretch. And breathe into that. And as I exhale, I'll let the head fall over a little bit more, and I get a nice stretch. And then when I breathe in, I'll bring my head back to center position. And I'll feel it. And it's already done a lot of releasing of tension. Okay? So, and that might be a thing that you could do at your desk, even at work. Practicing proper posture and breathing and relaxing. And you'll be surprised at how much more productive and creative you can be when you get that blood flowing and the oxygen going to your brain again. Okay? So that's proper posture for today. It doesn't cost anything. Just take a few moments for yourself and be good to you. And remember, I love you all.